Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 20th, 2022. This is for Aries. Last shuffle, oh gosh. So we have this looks like teacher, healing light, and friends and colleagues. Aries, this looks like you've learned so much from being around certain people, and it's revealed a lot of things about yourself, right? Like sometimes the most unsuspecting person, right, in our space is like they're transformative. They change our lives in big ways. You've learned a lot about inspiration, what drives people, because the Five of Swords says to me that your friends and colleagues may have been vindictive or, maybe have thrown you under the bus. And it taught you a lot about people, about what, like discerning what you give to people, how, karma too. There's some karma in this because Six of Pentacles a lot of times is transactional, but it's also a card of you get what you give, right? You give what you get when and all that nature. It's like a equal give and take, reciprocity, and all that good stuff. And it shows a lot about very much so. Wow. Well, here's the deal, right? It may have taught you a lot about yourself in the sense of maybe you're just like them. Maybe if you put yourself in their shoes, you would probably have done the same thing that they did, kind of thing. There's a lot of this with the friends and colleagues aspect. This looks like people, they're in situations that they almost have no choice but to kind of remove themselves from the situation and take advantage of what they can. Like they are not in touch with their empathy. You know, there may be people in your space that's like that, and it's like it took you to step into their shoes to realize why they did what they did. Now, they may have done this to you. They may have betrayed you, may have said things about you. And then you're just like, why would someone say these things about me? And then you find that, oh, they're in a really tough spot. Like they need the money or the place that I'm at. They need this. Like they don't, this is tough for someone. Someone needs something, and they're doing it out of necessity. They're doing it out of like sheer I've struggled all my life and kind of energy. And so this may have taught you a valuable lesson about empathy. For you may be very empathetic, or maybe before you were not. Before you were looking at people like, nah, that's what you did, so that's what you get. And then you really sit in their space and you're like, I mean, in their, in their energy, you're like, maybe if I was in their situation, I might have done the same thing, right? The honoring path is Page of Swords and King of Pentacles. The honoring path here is that this would make this lesson, or what you have learned from this, will teach you to make positive changes in your life. Also, too, this says that it's like watch. It's important to watch people a little bit more, observe them, and see what their motives are, why they do what they do. And that's the best thing to do. The right thing to do is to be like, this is why, right? Because a lot of times too, when you see crime shows and such, they're so focused on the motive. Sometimes it's like, I don't care, when I was younger, I have Aries strongly in a lot of parts of my chart. I used to look at people and be like, they did what they did and they have to pay the price. That's just what it is. And then, you watch the shows well, I used to, binge watch crime shows for some reason at one point in my life, and really enjoyed it, and saw the motives of people and why they do what they do and what drives them. And that's like the best thing that you could ever do in this situation, is what they're saying. Great gratitude for knowing when to walk away. You're conscious. This is conscious energy. What it taught you is knowing when to walk away from a situation, knowing when to pass the cup, knowing when something's missing in an individual or in a situation, knowing, just understanding that, and then walking away because you realize what that is and you just don't want to deal with it. So this is a great gratitude energy of like, I know this, now I get it. I know what to work on. Like if it's not worth investing in, I'm not going to do it. I know when to preserve my energy and not put too much into something or someone. Thanks for the lessons. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for all that you've done for me, kind of thing, right? So this is very beautiful. This just shows that Aries has grown very much so spiritually, grown very much so emotionally as a person, and become a lot more solid as an individual. That's just all it shows, Aries. Like today is the day. You may have already been going through all of this and have already understood this as a like now, but they're showing that this is highlighted more than anything else, and to realize, and maybe this, it's like it's meant to heal your spirit or to be chicken soup to the soul kind of thing for you. So it's very important today, like if you're ruminating on where you've been and what someone has done and what's happened, you know, especially when it comes to work or with between friends, this is a time to say, oh my gosh, like I realize now that they really just didn't have a choice in the matter. They had it rough. They've learned to be an opportunistic person. They've pushed people away. They're distant. They're so far removed from their empathy right now because they have to be, in a sense, right? So it's almost like you're gaining an understanding of people, and it's healing to you. All right, you could be dealing with we have water, earth, and air. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You could be a Pisces, Aries cusp. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You could be an Aries, Taurus cusp as well. And then we have Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Aquarius, Pisces cusp, a Libra, Scorpio cusp, a Gemini, Cancer cusp here. And then we have Earth, Air. So Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Virgo, Libra cusp, right? And then Taurus, Gemini cusp, excuse me. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.